How important is it to bootstrap other than borrowing money to start a business?
So I think, I don't know.
How did you do it?
Yeah,
To be
so
able,
I think borrowing money to start your business is already guaranteed failure. In the sense of there are people out there that have money, surplus money, who want to invest.
Yeah.
And if you can bring an investor in who wants to be, they help you pay a lot, and then, they get a portion of the profits. So you're not actually paying them, a monthly payout, but you're paying them based off the profits. So your operational costs are already covered. So you're guaranteed a paychecks from day one once they invest. Like that's how you kind of need to, I think you need to do it. That if you need money.
Yeah.
The way I did it is I actually pulled from my retirement savings and I invested into the bare essential, but the best gear I could buy for what I needed.
That is faith, my friend.
And that's exactly what and very laser focused on it. And so for instance, like I have a pretty good camera, I have pretty good lenses and stuff. And when I was in the shop, it was, do I buy a camera body that's good but an incredible lens, or do I buy a really nice camera body that will go out of date in a few years and an okay lens? Well, in photography, videography, glass is everything. So you want your lenses to be, you want to pour your money into that, not into the body. So I did that. I bought the right gear, and like that was night and day impact. And then very careful on what you buy, and then gradually just start saving up. And so I think that's how you do it from a financial standpoint. But bootstrapping, like the degree that you bootstrap determines the pace in which your company expands at. So if you're just gonna be lazy about it and take it on, I'll get to around it once when I want or as a hobby, that's fine. Treat it as a hobby, but don't call that your career, don't call that your job, don't call that your main source of income. If you're gonna bootstrap to really grow your company, that's minimum 9 to 5. But realistically, you should be working way more than that without killing yourself or hurting your key relationships, because that's not worth it at the end of the day. So, and there are seasons, like I'm entering Christmas season, so that's super busy, but then over in the summer it kind of slows down a bit. So you if you can anticipate seasons, that's fine. Some seasons you work more, others you work less, but bootstrapping determines the pace of growth.
Wow. So anyone who is bootstrapping, it may take them longer to their company to blossom, because you just like from your pay, you save some, then you put it in the business. Is it I don't know. Is it wiser to bring on investors, or because the thing is, when you bring on investor, also there's pressure because you're using people's money, right? There's pressure that can also help. If you utilize that pressure well, it can help you even make amazing things. But again, also it may be not healthy either, because you have like kind of this indirect debt too.
It definitely is. And I would push back and I would say the one area you want to compromise the least on is how much you borrow. Do not borrow if you can. And if you have to borrow, see if you can get either, it freely given to you, or you can get it in a way that is actually the smallest amount and then the quickest repayment process that you still are getting paid, because it is not healthy for a business owner to go into a ton of debt, use up a ton of money, and then to sit in this place where they're paying their debts back, they're paying their staff, they're paying everything, but then they're not able to function person because they don't have enough to live off of that. And then ultimately that's not a healthy pattern. So you have to borrow the least amount of money with the best plan of payback. And I would always negotiate. Payback is based off profits, not on expenses, and expenses include my salary. Now, is my salary going to be a 70K salary from day one? Absolutely not. That's stupid. It needs to be, enough to pay the bills, enough to kind of have comfort of life. But you do not want to borrow money from people or organizations.
That is true.
So it is better to find, people who want to volunteer, people who want to intern, people who want to work with you to help bootstrap rather than paying a lot of money or going into a lot of debt.
That is true.
So
If you got any value in this video, please smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done that yet. Share this video with your friends and family. As always, I appreciate you stopping by. Until next time, God bless.